Hi friends, and welcome to the third episode of Learning Python. In this episode, we are going to learn about what are variables. In the last episode, we learned about the pip function and also different modules and packages of Python. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the first question that arises is what are variables? So variables are containers which can hold any value. So these values can be of three types and these are known as data types. So there are three data types in Python which are strings, integers and float numbers. I'm going to explain you about each in detail. So first let's see about string. What is a string? A string is a simple sentence which is made out of letters. So if I type in hello, so hello would be considered as a string. In Python, it is a rule that you have to put every string in double quotes or in single quotes. With this, Python can identify that the value you are entering is a string or any other data type. Next, we have integers. Integers are the normal integers and numbers that we know. Negative and positive numbers form the integers. If I type any number like 21 or if I type any negative number like minus 91, these both will be considered as integers. And next we have the float values. What are float values? Float values are the decimal numbers. If I type any number like 918.712, 918.712, so this will be our float number. So these were the three data types of Python. Now we are going to see how we can form variables. Forming variables is very easy in Python as compared to the other programming languages. You just need to type the name of the variable. So I am going to keep my variable name as var1. Now we have to put an equal sign. And now for a string we will put double quotes or single quotes. And for a number we can enter the number straight itself. So if I have to enter a string, so I will put double quotes and here I am going to type the letters or sentence. I will keep the sentence as hello world. So I have defined a variable which is var1 with the value of hello world. So if I try to print this, it will show me the value of hello world. In the first video, we discussed about the print function. Print function is simply a command with which you can print any value. So we have to just type print and then we have to put the double round brackets or parentheses and here we are going to type var1. Now if I run this command from the run option on the top right, it will show me my value as hello world. So this means that var1 was defined as the value of hello world and when I print var1 it was showing me hello world. Now let's define some other variables also. I will name my new variable as var2 and here I am going to type a integer. For that you do not need to type an integer in double quotes or single quotes like this. You can straight away type the integer without any quotes and then you can print the value by changing the var1 to var2. Now if I print var2, it is going to show me 31. The value of var2 was 31, so this matches. Now I am going to define another variable which is var3 and I will make this value as a float value. I am going to type here 91.231. Any decimal number will be a float value. Now if I print this, I will be able to see that this will show me the value as 91.231. If you want, you can even print all three variables together. We can type var1, then we have to put a comma, then we can type var2, then we have to put a comma, and then we have to type var3. Now if I run this, you will be able to see that the output is hello world 31, which is the var2, and 91.231, which is var3. This was so simple. Now we are going to build a very small program which will ask the user for its name and it will store it into a variable and then it will print that value out. For that I am going to create a new file name tutorial3.py. Once I've created my file, now let's start our code. So first we'll define a variable that will ask our user for an input. So I am making a project that will print the user's name. So I will make this variable as name. Now I will put an equal sign, and here I'm going to type input and double round brackets or parentheses. So let me explain you the input command. The input command asks the user for its input and then it stores it into the value it is applied on. So I have applied the input command on the name variable. So it will store the input entered by the user in our name variable. If I run this command, as you can see, it is showing no output. We have a blank to type. So if I type here hello, the program will end because we are not printing or we are not doing anything with the name variable. I am going to make a print function which will be print name. So now if I run this command, I will get an option to enter my answer, and here I am going to enter hello. You can see it has printed hello because I had made the print function here. So now let's define and ask the user for a name. So I am going to name a variable ask name, and I am going to define its value as what's your name. And now I'm going to print this value. So I will type print and then I will put double parentheses, and here I'm going to type ask name. So now if I run this, it will ask my name and it is showing what's your name, which is the value for ask name. Now I'm going to type here Sanidhya. Now once I will click enter, Sanidhya will be stored as the name. As you can see, it is showing me Sanidhya. So now we have to make a small command that will print out my name or my answer which I have entered with a sentence. So let's make a variable name prename, and we are going to keep this as your name is. And now if I run this, wait, before running I also need to print this command. So I will also do print prename, and I'm going to remove this print name because we want to print the name and the sentence together. So now as you can see, I've written prename, and now what I need to do is to add these two variables. For that I will use the plus sign and then I'm going to type here name. So as it is visible that it will write prename, your name is, and then it will show the name which I have entered. If I run this, it will show me what's your name. If I type here Sanidhya, as you are able to see, your name is Sanidhya. It is not showing a gap between is and Sanidhya. So if I enter a space here and then I run this, it will ask for my name and I will type my input Sanidhya. As you can see, it is showing your name is Sanidhya. So our program was successfully run. In this episode, we learned about variables and 3 different data types and how we can use a variable for our Python project. So that's all for this video. If this video helped you out, like this video and share this video. If you are new to my channel, subscribe to my channel for more Python related videos. If you have any queries, drop your question in the comment section below and I will try my best to reply to your questions. See you in the next episode.